Okay, we are live for Waimea and Seattle, first round of the Summer Sprint 1990 season. Playoffs. Faces Dennis versus Lawrence. Kickoff. We'll go to Seattle to start us off. And they'll be at the 21-yard line. And it's blocking back with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith, one of many All-Pros on this Seattle squad. Rodney Peete, all 5 offensive linemen showed up on the All-Pro team. No gain there, guessed right by Waimea on first down. Brings us to 2nd and 10. Seattle not a big runner on 1st and 10, but ran there and sniffed out well by Lawrence. And let's take a look at the Waimea defense. Good. Chosen by Dennis, who had a pick, perhaps on the basis of the success he had in the regular season. There's a guessed wrong, short pass completion. 17 big yards to Tim McGee, up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Very good short pass card for Rodney Peete. I think when you adjust for must runs, about top 10 or so in the set. And his best pass, at least from a card perspective. Short pass McGee, 4-man in zone, guessed right. Long gain, 31 yards though. So doesn't get a big one. McGee comes up on a guessed right completion. Into Waimea territory, 31-yard line. Waimea did everything it could there. Well, not everything, but a lot. Put 4 men in zone. Called pass, but good receivers of Cincinnati. McGee had a big year. Flat pass, Emmitt Smith, guessed wrong. Gets 9 yards. 2nd and 1. All important pass rush matchup here. Up to the Waimea 22. Into scoring territory. On this 2nd and short. Linebucker Raffin. Guessed wrong. He'll get that first down. Up to the 17. 1st and 10. So a couple big short pass completions for Rodney Peete. Let's put Seattle in good territory here on this first drive. Shows pro set. Linebucker Raffman, nobody home. He'll get 12 yards, nose tackle. Can't make the play. Down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. 6 white die versus the 5 nose. Made an 11-yard difference. Full house here. Seattle runs 72% of the time on 1st and goal. And running here to Emmitt, Ken Hole, the all-pro center, makes the block on the full house. Would have made it in a regular set as well. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point is added by Carney. And it's a quick 7-0 lead for Seattle, picking up where they left off on their big regular season win. And Waimea starts out at the 20. Is it Waimea? Is it Waimea? The way that Hawaiians from Hawaii pronounce things, I guess it would be Waimea. with probably a little bit more inflection as opposed to Waimea. So anyway, look in pass. Albert Bentley on this first down. Guessed right, one man there. The 4 linebacker makes the play. Jeff Rutledge in at quarterback. He's a good flat passer. Low interceptions. Good for Seattle. John L. Williams joins him. A very powerful, diverse backfield for this squad. Short pass, John L. Williams. He's covered. Lots of blitzers coming. And a snap fumble has occurred. Recovered by Rutledge. He might be pushing this forward. He does, but he loses 2 yards. So that brings him to 3rd and 13. Those 2 yards with Rutledge make all the difference in the world, as you see in the short pass. Sort of boxes him out of a short pass possibility on Rutledge's card. You have Ellard versus the 4, Anderson versus the 5. This is the first round pick for Seattle, the defensive backfield of Chicago. Short pass, Holohan. Hard to get 13 yards here. Get 0. And Waimea will have to punt. Tommy Bonhart on, one of the better punters in the league. Second All-Pro selection at punter, along with Sean Landetta. Goes 42 yards. Vance Johnson on the return from the 41. Seattle is in decent field position, despite only a 3-yard return, at their own 44. 8:24 left first quarter. Seattle leading 7-0. Blocking back this time. Opens up a run to the left. Around the end, up against that 5 defensive end, as opposed to running at the strong side where the 6 lies for Waimea. Short pass to McGee. He's double teamed and complete. Linebacker took him. Still could not get the completion on his receiving card. 2nd and 10. Blocking back once again versus 3-4. Long pass, Emmett. Incomplete. One man back, guessed right. Makes it 3rd and 10. Seattle doesn't throw short and long as frequently as others in the league do on 3rd and 10, but still at a 57% clip. Not blitzing in the 3-3-5. And there is that short pass. Pete can only get 5 yards on the roll of 8. Brings up a 4th and 5 from midfield. Seattle with the lead elects to punt. .43 yards, rolls 5 yards, so it's a nice punt by Kidd, pinning Waimea back to their own 3-yard line. Blocking back formation. Showing blitz on first down. I do not think that's allowed. Commish. Let's see if they mention it here. They don't. Looking past Holohan. Blitz is coming. 7 yards. So is it inside either 10 on first down? Could that be right? 2nd and 3. I know it's going inside the 10 certainly can blitz, but going out you can as well, perhaps. To check the rules on that, because that's something I'd like to know. Won't check it now, though. Dickerson checks in now for his first appearance of the game on the 2nd and 3. Lawrence mentioned in the playoff preview likes Dickerson in for the low fumbles. Here's a short pass to Ellard. He's not double teamed, incomplete on Rutledge's card. 3rd and 3. Big play receivers for Waimea, both averaging 16 yards and higher, Flipper and Ellard. We see a pro set, Williams blocking for Dickerson versus this blitzing 4-3. End run Dickerson, guessed wrong. Just needs 3, gets 5, first down for Waimea. An important one. First of the game. Also trying to claw back some field position here with 5:24 left first quarter. End run, Dickerson, guessed wrong, nobody home. The guard makes the block, 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Seattle, the number 1 seed, 13 wins on the year. Waimea, the number 3 seed. Pro set, linebucker, Williams. Defenders are there, but guessed wrong. And John L. fumbles. It's picked up by Seattle. Wow. John L. with a 26.7 fumble. Coughs it up on the 15. Dickerson would not have fumbled that one. And Seattle has a chance here to open up a bit of a lead here in the first quarter. It's a line buck, damn it. Guess right. No gain. 2nd down 10. Blocking back formation, Smith and Rathman. Line buck again to Emmett, again guessed right, and again to his card, where again he finds no gain. So 3rd and 10. John Carney taking middle to late of the kickers. As we think about he's on the brink of 30-yard range, currently in 40-yard range. Blocking back formation. Line buck draw. So here's nobody home, 5 yards, and that moves him into the sub 40, where he's hitting over 80%, only 50% from 40%, so from 40 yards this year. So certainly increases the odds, and the kick is good. 10-0 Seattle. 2:42 left first quarter. Getting 3 points off of the John L. Williams fumble. And Waimea is going to be backed up again after the good coverage by the San Diego coverage unit. Puts Waimea at 12. Not much going right so far for Waimea, but it's early. Time for a few momentum changes back and forth. So we're not even out of the first quarter yet. Long pass, Ellard. Man is back there. Couple pass rushers pose a threat. Almost intercepted, but Rutledge has a really nice split. Just 2 through 4 guessed right. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Blocking back formation, Dickerson. Not really a threat of short gain. Only has a few. Bentley seeing a little bit more of the bench than we might have thought so far. Short pass, Holohan, 3 men in zone. And Holohan picks up 12 yards on his card. First down, Waimea. Out to the 24-yard line. It's got an 80% and an 88. In terms of pass rush to Seattle, without even bringing a blitzer. 5 pass, John L. 1 man there, guessed right. Incomplete. John L can't bring it in on his very good receiving card. 2nd and 10. Dickerson stays in. Short pass, Flipper. 3 men in zone. Guessed right. Can Flipper make a big catch? He can make a big catch. Long gain, 50 yards. Dangerous receiver. And Waimea does what Seattle did on their first drive, picking up a guessed right long gain on the receiver card on a short pass. That ends the first quarter, 10-0 Seattle. Waimea on the move, though, up to the Seattle 26, looking past the Holohan. 1 man there, guessed right. Linebacker is not a 6, 16 yards up to the 10-yard line. Waimea trying to make a bit of a statement here. Started out deep in their own territory again on this drive. 10 yards left to go. To get the touchdown back that they gave up on the very first drive of the game. Has the option of flat pass here at the 10. So not quite a first and goal situation in the traditional sense that you'd look at tendencies. Pro set. Flat pass, taking advantage of that 10-yard line to Holohan. The 5 makes the play. 2nd and 10. Now our 2nd and goal from the 10. Waimea does lean a little bit toward the pass in goal-to-go situations. Blitz now being shown, flat pass still in order, which is important given the pass rush dynamics here. Again, Dickerson, the only one really to be able to run. Throwing, and he does get sacked. Sean Gale comes in, just loses 3. But 13 yards is kind of outside Rutledge's range. Let's see if we get a new quarterback on the field for this 3rd and long. We don't. Rippon stays on the sidelines. Instead, 4 wide. Holohan splitting out. And then Aaron Cox comes into the game. John L. Williams stays as a blocker and as a pass-catching threat. See, the downside of having Bentley out there is Dickerson was forced to block on the throw to John L, and he's a 0. So they do a 52% chance of a sack. Short pass, Ellard. Lots of blitzers coming. They get there again. Johnny Meads picks it up. This time a bigger loss of 9 yards. Back to the 22. Morton has a 39-yard kick with some variable risk. It is up, and it is good. The variable risk brought him up a couple yards at the 20. Stayed in zone where he's 2 through 9. Now Seattle has some challenging field position. Starting off at their own 11. It's 10-3 Seattle, 12:36 left. First half. Three-four defense. the standard defense of Waimea. You have the Kansas City defenders, 2 6s on those wideouts. Have not done much so far today. Short pass to Jones up against a 5. 14 yards on Rodney Pete's guard. Rodney Pete, a later QB selection. He just had a tremendous year. Short pass, Brent Jones, guessed wrong. It's picked off. 3 men in zone on the good D, yields the interception on 4. It's Kevin Porter from the 40. He comes back 25 yards to the Seattle 15. And Waimea has a chance here to tie it up. Got sacked on 2 occasions on the last trip into the red zone. Dickerson staying in. Not seen much of Bentley today. Waimea finished 6th in red zone efficiency. Here's a short pass to Ellard. 16 yards on a must run by Rutledge. That's a touchdown. And Rutledge comes up with a big must run. He just has 2 chances to get it. And when he does get it, it's effective. Morton Anderson on for the extra point. And we have a tie ball game at 10. Converting the Pete interception into 7 points. 33-yard return. Seattle better field position this time out to the 34-yard line. Blocking back formation. And run Emmett. He's going strong side up against that 6. Gets 6 yards, guessed wrong. 2nd and 4. That's San Francisco defensive line, I believe. And it looks like it's the Cleveland linebacker. Short pass, Emmett guessed wrong. Complete for 13. Into Waimea territory at the 47. 2 effective plays to start the drive for Seattle. Opened up a 10-0 lead. Waimea came storming back. 2 big plays, the long gain short pass to Flipper Anderson and the interception. Here's a flat pass, not Pete's strong suit, and he finds a blank, 2nd and 10. Seattle not a big flat passing team, as you'd expect. Among the least frequent flat passers on first down in the league, 2nd and 10. Short pass, Emmett Smith again. And incomplete on Emmett's card. Linebacker stayed home, not blitzing, saved the sniper scope, 3rd and 10. Goes blocking back here. On 3rd down, 10 plus, Seattle 3rd most likely to run in the league at a 34% clip. Up against the nickel. From the Waimea 47, not quite 4 down territory, although you could make a case for it. It's a short pass to Rathman. 3 men in zone. Defender X can't make the play, 11 yards. Left linebacker is a 5, Clay Matthews, and the 6, White Dye breaks the back of Waimea there, trying to get the ball back. Instead, we have Seattle entering scoring range here at the 36-yard line. Sticking with blocking back. Guessed wrong, short pass to Brown. The defender will make that play. So first play made by these Kansas City cornerbacks. 2nd and 10. That's Albert Lewis, Pro Bowl selection from Waimea. Not blitzing here on this 2nd and 10. Rathman dissuades many from safety blitzing. Short pass again, guessed wrong. Incomplete. Couple opportunities guessed wrong for Seattle. Can't convert. 3rd and 10 now. Three, 3-5. This is a more likely running spot. If Seattle were to stick with some of his league-leading tendencies. Let's see what we have. Not even in shotgun here. Opens up all the runs. It's a short pass to Jones. 4 men in zone, guessed right. It's incomplete, almost intercepted again on the 9 roll. So Seattle faces a decision here. I'm going to go for it. Looking for short pass success. McGee faces a 4. Vance Johnson versus the 6. Rodney Pete's must run lingers out there as a possibility. Might be using the linebackers here to double team to minimize some must running, knowing a flat pass is highly unlikely on this 4th and 10. Short pass, Eddie Brown. He's not double teamed. 4 men in zone. Must run, but he loses 2 yards. The sack is credited to Mike Johnson, and Waimea takes over on downs at their own 38-yard line about halfway through the 2nd quarter, tied at 10. So Seattle sort of gets what they're hunting for, which is the must run, which is a 2-6 conversion on that 4th and 10. But the 11 roll shows up. Flat pass Holohan on this 1st down. Guessed right. Rutledge's trusty flat pass card finds a completion on 7 for 6 yards, 2nd and 4. It'd be considered a mediocre flat pass card in the modern set, but very good. Not excellent, but very good for this set. Blitzing now is Seattle. Flat pass, Holohan. Blitz is activated, enough men along the line. 1 man is there. Receiver, Holohan makes the catch, 1st down. Holohan had over 60 catches on the year. Reliable hands. Came in as a part of the wide receiver crew of the Rams. As you saw him already split out on one of these plays. Looking past John L. Williams. Man is there. Guessed right. No chance of a sack. Picks up a short completion for 2. 2nd and 8 from midfield. Blitzing 4-3 now. Shapura checks in. Off tackle. Dickerson guessed wrong. Nobody home. Chance for this offensive line to do some work. Picks up the 8 yards cleanly on the 8. 1st down up to the Seattle 42. Waimea also gets the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter. Lots of time, though, left in this 2nd quarter. 4:48 left. Blocking back again with Dickerson. And run Dickerson. Guessed wrong. Doesn't really have the black blockers out there, but finds a short gain on Dickerson's card for 12. It's a spotty end run rung, as you can see there. With some disappointing readings on 2, 3, 5, 6. But 7's a short gain. 1st and 10 up to the Seattle 30. One thing Dickerson does not do is fumble. And you see there the 13 showed up on the 1,000 die. Others would have fumbled. Dickerson holds on, flat pass to Eller. 2 men in zone, but it goes to Rutledge's card, and he gets 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Things working out well right now for Waimea. The Dickerson strategy obviously paid off some massive dividends there on that low fumble roll. Now, the flat pass goes with 2 men in zone, goes to the offensive card. Dickerson's keyed. Linebackers aren't there, though, on the 2nd and 3, so Guest Right gets 3rd and 1 after a 2-yard gain at the Seattle 21-yard line. Morton Anderson, the kicker. Here's Mark Rippon in a short yardage situation against this 4-3. Full house backfield with Rippon. If you go full house, it makes sense to bring Rippon in. Not going to really throw flat. It's an off tackle to Dickerson. It's Guest Right. Men are in zone. Short gain, Dickerson. Wow, hits the 10. 13 yards up to the Seattle 8, first down. Tough running from Eric Dickerson. 6 carries, 47 yards so far in this first half. He has come up big for Waimea. An unlikely hero here of the first half. Can he get these last 8 yards? Can blitz on first down inside the 10, and Seattle does that. Dickerson, your only real run option here in the blocking back formation. So, guesses run, likely we'll see a key. It's an end run, but he guessed pass. It's a man in zone. Dickerson around the end, loses 2. Back to the 10-yard line, opens up the flat pass, though, importantly, for Rutledge. Let's check this formation as we hit the 2-minute warning. All timeouts are had by both sides. Pro set with Dickerson and Williams. So now Williams, who fumbled earlier, has a chance to pick up a carry here. Loses the +1 on the pass blocking by getting out of the blocking back set as well. End run Dickerson. Nobody's home. Guessed wrong. Opportunity. The defensive end is Reggie White. He makes the play. It's just a yard. 3rd and goal from the 9. Reggie White, another All-Pro from Seattle. Amazingly, 13 All-Pro players on Seattle squad. By far led the league. And now Waimea is in a tough spot here. Likely to see Rippon. No. Maybe a little bit turnover reverse. Wants to capture the lead here with 1:52 left in the first half. Pro set, Dickerson and Bentley. So John L. takes a seat. The blitzing 3-3-5. Does Waimea fire into this blitzing defense with a short pass? They do not. End run Dickerson, hunting for that short gain. One man is there. Gets the short gain, 13 yards, touchdown. Eric Dickerson leads Waimea down the field. In for 7 points, down 10-0 to start the game. Morton Anderson now makes it, barely, 17-10 Waimea as he hits the 11 roll. So 17 straight here in the second quarter from Waimea. Touchback preserves some clock for Seattle, working with 2 timeouts, 80 yards to go. For pay dirt, John Carney, not known for his long kicking. So he's a good 50 yards to get into decent Carney range. Waimea opens up in the 3-3-5. End run Emmett, searching for that 48-yard gain. Gets 1. Couldn't get out of bounds. So 1:15 now left. Let it run. Blocking back versus a nickel. Again. That's Emmett's long, the 48. Short pass to McGee. 3 men in zone. Must run. 19 of those yards. Found by Rodney Peak. Could use that on the 4th down, but gets it here up to the 40. Can't get out of bounds on the must run. So Seattle takes the timeout. 1:07 left in the half. That timeout, having just one left, hampers Seattle just a bit here in terms of play calling. End run. Emmett. Guard cannot make that block, but he got out of bounds, so 2nd and 11. That's a silver lining for Seattle. Really needs that now, holding on to that last timeout. Actually lost one, didn't gain one, so 2nd and 11. Stays blocking back. Dennis noted last night he doesn't really use the third wide receiver often. Certainly seen that here. 3rd and long. 2-minute offense. Here's an end run to Pete. Guessed wrong. Cannot get to his card. Rathman will make the block, though. 5 yards. Got out of bounds again. 3rd and 6. 52 seconds left. Second quarter. 17-10 Waimea. Also gets the ball here in the 3rd quarter. Stays blocking back in this 3rd and 6. Waimea will let him run here. Long pass to Emmett. He's double teamed nicely by Jeff Donaldson. Incomplete. 4th and 6. So big hold from Waimea. Jason Kidd punting away. Wondering if Waimea will even field this return. It goes 3 yards deep, so JoJo Townsend will not have a chance. It'll be a touchback. And we should expect some conservatism here from Waimea getting the ball back upon the second half kickoff. And Seattle cannot stop the clock. So let's see here. Dickerson, not a big home run threat. Neither is John L. So you're probably not going to see runs from them. Perhaps. I mean, Dickerson's got something. No, it's just going to be a knee. Makes sense to me. Seattle chooses not to call the timeout, and we hit halftime. 17-10 Waimea. Impressive comeback. And we're going to get right into the 3rd quarter, where Waimea will start out the 21-yard line, trying to open up a lead here. Eric Dickerson has been the headline story of the game so far. Sub 4 yards per carry in the regular season. Scored a bunch of touchdowns. Looking past Holohan. He's double teamed. It's almost intercepted. Incomplete on the 12. 2nd and 10. Short gain, if not double up. So nice call by Seattle. Makes it 2nd and 10. Pro set. Dickerson and Williams. Not blitzing on this 2nd and 10. Uncharacteristic of Seattle, looking passing in a whole hand. This time nobody's there. Blitzers are around, though. And it's a 6-yard gain. Could have been worse for Seattle there. 6 yards, though. Turns off linebacker run containment on this 3rd and 4. Nobody ever likes going 3 and out, but you especially don't like going 3 and out when you take kickoff. Pro set. It's Dickerson and it's Williams. Waimea 10th in the league in third down conversions at 35%. So right in the middle. Lots of options here with the flat pass and the running. So maybe a little bit better than that. Maybe a little bit above average with the flat passing of Rutledge. It's an off tackle. It's guessed right, but nobody's home. 2 yards, not enough. 3 and out for Waimea. Tommy Barnhart will be coming on to punt it away. There he is. And the punt is only 35 yards. Vance Johnson from the 36. Goes 3 yards. Seattle starts out at the 39, down 7 points. So disappointing start for Waimea. Defense back on the field. Linebuck, Emmett, 1 man there. Means 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Blocking back formation. Haven't seen many end run lefts out of this. Long pass Emmett. Guessed wrong. Man is back. Incomplete. Seen Emmett going deep a few times so far today. Has not been able to connect. Brings up 3rd down. Not in a running formation this time. Goes 3 wide with Emmett. Still, despite Emmett being there, does not draw a blitz from Waimea. Sure. Seattle's making note of that. Might have expected it there. McGee on the 4. Emmett versus a 4. Short pass, Eddie Brown. He's not double teamed. The defender will make that play. Albert Lewis again steps in. 4th and 6, and Waimea forces the punt. 2 3 and outs to start the second half. JoJo Townsell from the 13-yard line. 1 yard. Waimea happy to have the ball in the lead here in the third quarter. 11:06 left. 17-10 lead for Waimea. Rare appearance of Albert Bentley. Off tackle to Bentley. Guessed wrong. Running at the 6th defensive tackle. Gets 8 yards. Bentley, very versatile. 73-yard catch out in the long pass zone, interestingly. He caught that was a flat pass catch against Philadelphia for 73 yards, but for some reason in real life, he actually caught that ball. For some reason, Strap put it on his long pass. Not good for Waimea. Now Bentley gets the ball again, and he does well to get 7 yards and a first down up to the 29-yard line. So Bentley checks in, immediately does some good work. Pro set again with Bentley and Williams. Flat pass Janelle. Nobody home. Lots of blitzers coming. 10 yards. X on the D-die. avoids a decent flat pass rush coming from Seattle. And 0 men. 10 yards is picked up to the 39. Short pass, Ellard. 3 men in zone, and there's the pass rush. Reggie White is in. 9-yard loss, back to the 30, 2nd and 19. Pro set. Draw to Bentley. No linebackers there. Boxes are off. Gets 7 yards. So 3rd and 12 is back into Rutledge short pass range. So we approach the halfway point of the 3rd quarter. Unlikely conversion here. Let's see if Waimea can pull it off. On this 3rd and 12. Cox versus a 5. Ellard takes on the 4. Waiting for the play call. It's a flat pass to Ellard. Everyone's staying home. It's against the 4 out there. Only gets 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and 8 and another Waimea punt. Looking for something better than the 11 roll this time around for Tommy Bonhart, who's had success all year. This time, 7 right down the middle. 45 yards, Vance Johnson from the 14-yard line. 7 yards. So Seattle, with 7:30 left here in the 3rd quarter, down 7 points, has 79 yards to go to tie it. Starting in their traditional blocking back set that we've seen all day. It's a short pass to McGee. Incomplete on Pete's guard. 2nd and 10. Pete now 6 of 18. He's been struggling. Throwing an interception as well. Big interception. Would have been complete across the board. And on the 2nd down, it's a 2-yard catch for Jones. 3rd and 8. Seattle trying to avoid another 3 and out here. Goes 3 wide. Short pass McGee. Just 3 men in zone. Incomplete on McGee's card. So not blitzing versus Emmett pays off for Waimea. Would have been a sniper scope. 4th and 8, and it's another punt. Kidd, 44 yards. Townsell from the 33. Fumbles recovered by the offense. Woo! Waimea likely just to sit on this one and have decent field position. No, he tries to advance, loses 2 yards. Takes a chance with the lead. Now we'll start from their own 30. 6 minutes left now, 3rd quarter. Back and forth with punts so far in the 2nd half. Off tackle Bentley. Guessed wrong, nobody home. The defensive tackle's a 4. And Golick makes the play. Big advantages there along the line for Waimea, but could not take advantage. 2nd and 7. Blitzing 4-3. Linebuck, Williams, nobody home. 6 center. That's the right guard, and he'll make the block. 3rd and 1. 5 white die. Good run blocking for Waimea, including an all-pro center. Goes full house here. Rutledge in the full house. Saw Rippon earlier in the full house. Knowing that free safety can jump in any flat pass zone. Made sense to see Rippon there before, and this time Rutledge stays in. It's a linebacker to Williams. Bentley's keyed. So opportunity here. The blocking back, though, has no opportunity. Made the block, but it's no gain. 4th and 1. Waimea is going to be forced to punt again, we think anyway. Taking some chances is indicated by returning the fumble. Will he go for it here on 4th down and 1? Indicating that he will go for it as he takes time to think about a formation. All signs pointing to chance taken by Waimea, and indeed it is. It's a pro set with Dickerson and Williams. Dickerson, I believe, has some key yardage as well. It's a pro set. You don't get much upgrades in terms of the blocking, so you can understand why you wouldn't go full house. Keep that flat pass threat alive if you're Waimea. Off tackle, Dickerson. Guess wrong man is there. It's 4 in the zone. The end can make the block. Holohan can't make the block. He loses 3. It's a 6 white die. Ball turns over to Seattle. Wow. Waimea had no upgrade for Holohan, who's a 4, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Can't blame the fact they didn't go full house on that one. With the linebacker in zone, that was going to be his fate. So now Seattle with ideal field position here to try to tie this up late in the 3rd. Emmett's double teamed, incomplete. Emmett seeing a lot of passes, and Waimea has picked up on that. Prevented a 7-yard gain. Instead, it's another empty 1st down for Seattle. Second and 10. Short pass, Rathman. 3 men in zone. In the pass rush comes through. Fagan. 9 versus 5. A 48% chance. Picks up a huge 10-yard loss. 3rd and 20. Seattle most certainly thinking 2 downs here. A chunk at a time. He's in the blocking back formation, which supports that idea. 3-3-5 for Waimea. End run, Pete. Linebackers are behind. Short gain. It's going to be a 4th and 5. Pete now used his second end run, and that's it for him. Good use of it, though, but can't get breakthrough linebacker contained. Would have liked 1 more yard to feel really comfortable here going forward on 4th. Going to have to go anyway from the 31, and he does. But a tougher spot because running the ball just is not much of an option. It's going to be a pass, but to whom and where? Here we go. Couple 4th downs here. It's a short pass to Rathman. He guessed run. Avoids the must runs. Defender cannot make the play. 1st down, 17 yards. Again, it's Rathman facing the 5, and he gets the 6 white die. Wow. Clay Matthews has whiffed on 2 opportunities to make a play. The 6 white die gets him both times and in a huge spot there. First down up to the 14-yard line. 2:06 left third quarter. Seattle trying to tie it up. Back to the base offense. Off tackle, Emmett. Guessed wrong. Man is there. He fumbles. It's picked up by the offense. Oh, my. 2nd and 4. I think Seattle will take it right there. Indeed, he does. So, disaster averted. And now from the 8. We see a full house. We see a blocking back formation. Dennis needs a second. Well, decision time here in terms of formation. Can go a few different ways. Just a great spot for Dennis, who in his mind is playing with 6 downs to get 8 yards. And there's lots of ways to get it. Notice Pete has that 9 snap fumble, 9.4. He does go full house. Harry Sidney checks in as the 3rd back. Tim McGee split wide to the left. Short pass just as likely as a run here. He's going to go off tackle to Sidney. It's guessed right. He loses a yard. So 3rd and 5 from the 9. Big play, big call from Waimea. Would have been +1, guessed wrong. So instead of 3rd and 3, it's 3rd and 5. Stays full house. Get some nice upgrades across the line at 4 positions. Just needing 5 yards. Short pass to Rathman. It's guessed wrong. It's 14 yards. It's touchdown. Rathman making big catches on this drive. And now Carney comes on to attempt to tie it. The kick is good. So we are tied at 17 with 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Carney puts it into the end zone. Waimea starts at their own 20. Well, we had 1 4th down stop by Seattle and then a 4th down converted by Seattle. Big one. It's been the difference in the 3rd quarter. That's why this game is tied right now. Linebuck John L. Williams. Nobody behind. Boxes are active. Guessed wrong. Gets the boxes. 17 yards for Williams as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Pro set. Bentley in at the halfback spot. Long pass Ellard. He's double teamed. And the defensive back in zone means we have an incompletion. Turns out the free safety is a 6. If it was a regular play, it would have been complete. But double teamed, automatic. It is now 2nd and 10. Seattle did a nice job of sniffing that out. Waimea second from the bottom in long pass attempts, 4 yards there on second down. Just 66 deep balls attempted by Waimea. Lowest in the league was Dunedin, which might surprise you, at 63. League leader was Midwest with 198. Seattle, we thought was an elevated number when we looked at the playoff preview with 130. It was only good for 9th place in the league in long pass attempts. Those teams tended to sort of go bombs away this year, looking for long gains. Dickerson back in on this third down. Just needs 6. Can do that on flat pass with Rutledge. It's an end run to Dickerson. Nobody's home. Linebacker is behind. Gets 6, but that's not going to get it. Oh, a 3 white die means he gets it. No contain on the 3 white die, and he gets exactly what he needs for a huge first down for Waimea. Wow. 2 of 3 chances to stop it on the 1 or 2 on the white die, but the 3 white die shows up. Sort of equivalent to those Rathman catches on the 6 white die. Off tackle to Bentley. Nobody home, just gets 2. Disappointing result. 2nd and 8. Not a very impressive off tackle card there for Bentley. Not much in the short gain category. Not much in terms of home run threat. And nonetheless disappointing with just 2 yards. Looking pass, guessed wrong. Opportunity versus a 6, though, in zone. The linebacker makes the play. 3rd and 7. 6 white die did show up. Prevents a 3rd and 3. Instead, it's 3rd and medium. 7 yards, a little bit tougher for Rutledge to get in this flat pass. But he can get 6 and make it a reasonable 4th down attempt. What to do here? Facing a blitz. In good punt position. Might give that up if he gives up a sack. Went run last time in a similar situation on 3rd and 6. Dickerson not in the game this time. It's Bentley and Williams. It's an end run to Bentley. Nobody home against that 6 out there. Holohan's just a 4. 5 yards makes it 4th and 2. Decision time for Waimea. 11:42 left, 4th quarter. Looks like he's going. He is pro set with Williams and Bentley. Holohan couldn't make the block on the last 4th down attempt. Blitzing 4-3. Big play calls here. Dennis led the league in play calling. Plus 8 percentage point. Guessed right versus guessed wrong. Can he make the call here? Here we go. Linebuck Bentley. It's not guessed correctly. Just needs 2. Gets 24. Albert Bentley springs loose for 24 big yards. Guessed right would have been the first down if it would have just called generic run. And just like that, Waimea is in business at Seattle's 21. 11:06 left. Flat pass Holohan. Guessed right. Man is there. Incomplete on Rutledge's card. Has the blank on 10. He finds it. 2nd and 10. Blitzing 4-3. Linebuck to Williams. Guessed wrong. Going to get 7. Linebacker was there to prevent the boxes. 3rd and 3, though. Very reasonable 3rd down. Up to the 14-yard line. Morton Anderson, 88% inside of 40 this year. If it comes to it. Dickerson in at halfback now. He just has 5 rushes left. It's an off tackle to Dickerson. It's guessed right. Needs 3 yards. Nobody's there. Gets 4. Dickerson, tough yards. 1st down. Wow. Some big conversions. 2 huge 3rd down conversions. And also, of course, the 4th down conversion has kept this drive going for Waimea. Now they're at the 10-yard line. 1st down. Dickerson and Williams in a pro set. It's been on the 10-yard line a lot, which is a nice spot to be when you have a flat passing QB. Short pass, Ellard. It's guessed wrong. 4 men in zone. Gets the 9, but on the offensive card, touchdown. 10 yards to Ellard. Interception was on the 4-5-6. But on the offensive card, it's a score. Morton Anderson, 2 through 11, hits it. 24-17 Waimea with 9:18 left 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff from Morton. He's got a bunch of touchbacks. It's a fumble recovered by Seattle at the 36. Wow. So Seattle, it's all said and done, likes the field position. Starts out in the blocking back set. 8:42 left 4th quarter. Short pass, Eddie Brown. 3 men in zone. He's going to just get a yard on the must run, does Pete. Makes it 2nd and 9. 1st downs have been a little bit troublesome for Seattle today. Sticking blocking back. Draw to Emmett. It's sniffed out by Waimea. Therefore, no gain. 90 on the fumble of Emmett. 8:29 on the thousand die. Makes it 3rd and 9. Need some yards here to make it a reasonable 4th attempt. Don't know that you'd go for it 4th and 9 here with 7:30 left. You got to punt it away if it comes to that. Emmitt Smith is in the backfield. Not seeing blitzing here from Waimea when Rathman's out. He's been saved by that. A couple of sniper scopes have shown up. But because Waimea was not blitzing, did not cash in. Short pass McGee, 4 men in zone, complete for 16. On Pete's card, the Snake Eyes gets him a big completion up to the Waimea 47-yard line, 6:54 left. Rodney Peete has not had much success today, but that was a big one. Waimea held him down for 2 downs, but Pete broke his back. Here's Smith, guessed right. Just 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Another 1st down that leaves Seattle wanting more. Clock ticks down to 6:18. 5 minutes, I believe, is when you can switch over to the nickel if you'd like. Off tackle again to Smith. A man is there. The linebacker makes the play, and that's a loss of 2. Really nice call by Lawrence. Bringing up the linebacker. Pays off. 3rd and 10 again. Another 3rd and long for Seattle. Sticking with that 3 wide set here on 3rd and long with Emmitt Smith in the backfield. Johnson, he's not doubled up. Short pass. The defender makes that play, I believe. Yes, Kevin Ross, the 6, is there to make the play on the 5 white die. It's 4th and 10. Seattle looking probably to go for it here, I would imagine. They do. 3 wide. And the shotgun has enough field position where this makes sense. 5:24 left, 4th quarter. Once again, 3 wide with Emmitt. The KC DBs have made some plays. Long pass McGee. He's double teamed by Jeff Donaldson, the free safety. But it's complete. Pete gets it for 34 yards on the 3. Wow. Incredible completion by Rodney Peete. Double team. Great call by Waimea. And look at that. Seattle's at the 13-yard line going in. 4:48 left. Unbelievable. Blocking back formation. Smith and Rathman. I'll tell you what. Short pass. Again, double teamed Emmitt. Incomplete this time. And it's again 2nd and long. I think Waimea is doing just about everything they can do on the defensive side here. Sniffing out the run calls. Double teaming correctly. Still, Seattle finds itself in prime position to tie it up. Blocking back formation. Short pass, Emmitt. 3 men in zone. Emmitt gets the completion for 10 yards on his card on the 7. Up to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Seattle. Wow. Huge catch by Emmitt Smith. Most everybody else drops at the halfbacks. If they're decent, can make that play on the 7. Emmitt does. And it's a full house formation. Harry Sidney joins the backfield. Linebacker to Emmitt. He's keyed. Big fumble opportunity. He doesn't fumble. Loses a yard. 2nd and goal from the 4. Another good call by Waimea. Linebacker Rathman again keyed. The linebacker in zone makes the play. Mike Johnson again is a 5 versus the 5 white die. 3rd and goal from the 4. Incredible defense by Lawrence here. Tell you what, gotta tip my cap to him. Just a really incredible drive of defensive calls. Still finds himself at the back against the wall. 3rd and goal, just 4 yards to pay dirt. Can he do it again? Short pass, Sidney gets guessed right. Lots of blitzers, incomplete. The 3 on Pete's card makes it 4th and goal. 2:24 left. Full house once again. Still 4 pass catchers here. I'm not sure about Sidney's pass catching ability. Caught 10 passes out of the year. Defensive formation is 3-4, not blitzing. Here we go. If I had to guess, you're going to call run and avoid that must run. If I had to guess. It's a short pass to Emmitt. He calls pass. 4 men in zone. Must run. Gets 5 yards and a touchdown on the 8 roll. Barely gets it. Rodney Pete's across. Touchdown. If it was guessed wrong, it would have been incomplete. Here's the extra point. 2 through 10, 12. It's good. We are tied at 24. Wow. What a drive by Seattle. I mean, just some unlikely results. Is guys just pulling it out. I mean, one play after another. Incredible. So we're at the 2-minute warning. You had to wonder if Dennis was thinking 2 points there, but with 2 minutes left, decides to go for one. I would do the same. Bentley and Williams, the backfield. Big play wide receivers. Off tackle, Bentley. Nobody's home, guessed wrong. Blocking back can make the play, but still means no gain. 2nd and 10. Tough roll. Down to 130. Not the first down yardage, obviously, that Waimea was looking for. Just wanted good positive yardage there. Linebuck Williams, men are in the zone, guessed wrong. That's 6 center, all pro. Jay Hilgenberg makes the block. It's 3rd and 5. One minute left. Morton Anderson, one of the better kickers in the game, but he's far away from range here. Definite kicking edge to Waimea, if it comes to it. Pro set with Dickerson. Looking pass to Ellard against the 5. Ellard makes the catch for 6. First down, Waimea. Will likely burn the timeout here with 52 seconds. Yeah, 52 seconds now after the TO. Let's go deeper into Morton's card. He's 2 through 6 deep. So that's a weapon in this set. Short pass to Flipper. 4 men in zone. That's a good pass D. Interceptions are elevated. Defender X can't make the play on the 6 white dice. 17 huge yards for Flipper. Up to the 48. Got out of bounds. And Waimea finds itself 15 yards away from field goal range. Plenty of time in first down. 2 timeouts to work with. If he thinks Seattle's going to start really gambling here, he can try to pull the string short and has the time to do it. Meaning flat passing. He can pick the zone. Running also an option as well. Just about the whole playbook open to him. It's an end run. Bentley, guessed wrong, nobody home. Against that 6 defensive end, 6 yards. Couldn't get out of bounds, though. Does he burn one here or not? On the 2nd and 4 into Seattle territory. He does. 37 seconds. Stays Bentley and Williams. Blitzing 4-3. Waimea fears sacks. Certainly heard that from him on the playoff preview broadcast. It's a good time to fear him. End run Bentley. Guessed wrong. That 6 is yet to make a play out there. Short game, Bentley, 11 yards into field goal range at the 35. Didn't get the yardage that he wants in the short game, but no complaints from Lawrence. Couldn't get out of bounds. Not going to use the timeout here. What will he do? preserve the down or the clock? He preserves the clock. 22 seconds. Now 2nd and 10 from the 35. Itching to get into better territory for his ace kicker, Morton Anderson. Flat pass to Ellard. Those losses loom out there on 10-11. Gets 4 yards, though, on the offensive card. Big play. Again, couldn't get out of bounds, though. Decision time. Uses the timeout. Morton's on the field. He's from 48 yards. The kick is good. 8 seconds left. 27-24 Waimea. And what to do? He kicks a squib. And with 1 tick left, Rodney Peete trots out on the field looking for a big play. His long gain, get it up fast enough here, is on 10. Here's the play. Long pass, incomplete. That's it. Waimea advances. Incredible game. Glad I stayed up for this one. Wow. Let's take a look at the box. While we await, Waimea had a pretty good edge. Felt that way. 332 and a 0.7 yard per play advantage. Rodney Peete had a rough game, just completing 40%, but he had some big completions when he needed them. Eric Dickerson, first half star. We have a joiner. Congratulations, Lawrence.
Hey, thank you very much. Very unexpected to beat Dennis.
Dennis, welcome as well.
Be careful what you wish for. That's what happened. I should have remembered. I mean, I obviously should have called run more. Couldn't bring myself to do it with that flat passer, but I should have remembered that in our first game after the second half, I was just kind of running the clock. But my offense was stalling, and I've had a lot of times where my offense stalled this year. All those high ratings, the good. I hit a lot of defender X, and Lawrence called a heck of a game. I mean,
sure
got to tip your hat to him.
Yep.
So even to be in the game was lucky because I hit that double team long pass.
Yeah, incredible. I gotta say, I mean, Lawrence. Yeah, I'll start off with this. I thought the drive where Dennis tied it was one of the best called defensive drives I've seen in a while. I mean, you were dialed in. There's not much more you could have done on that drive. You were just keying inside the goal, inside the 10. But before that, the double teams, the calls on Emmett guessed right on the runs. Just one great call after another. So yeah, great job there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Your thoughts on the game, please.
Well, I was trying to be a little more disciplined, and I studied a little bit before playing the game, just to remind myself of some things, and I just wanted to avoid making really kind of dumb mistakes, and not to panic. I wanted to throw once in a while really long because I didn't want Dennis to feel comfortable to bring up 4 in his own, and with those receivers, it's always kind of a risk. But I was trying to just play a little bit more of a conservative game.
Well, you certainly had the strategy of Dickerson the first half, which is different for you, I believe, and then Bentley in the second. What was the thought behind that?
Well, Dickerson, I thought I'd kind of underutilized him before, especially because he has a 0 fumble. And here I lost a fumble with Williams in the first quarter. But then I when he got down to like 8 rushes, I wanted to kind of hold on to him in case I felt like I really need to lean on him later. So I was just kind of conserving him is all. And since I was having good success, then I just decided to stick with it. The reason I like to really have, that I don't prefer necessarily starting Dickerson is because both the other running backs are the 81% for the flats, both, right? And they both are catch short, I think 62, 50. So they're really nice pass weapons, and they can run. Both of them can run, although Williams has a little bit more of a fumbling issue.
Yeah, and that did show up. And on one of Dickerson's runs, there was a 13 on the 1,000 die that showed up that Williams would have fumbled.
Oh, okay.
For example, in the first half. So Dickerson, it paid off. Now, Dennis, I noticed you had a lot of trouble on first down tonight. You faced a lot of second and longs.
Yeah, before we leave, go back to my offense. I thought maybe the call of the game, looking back, was that where I keyed John L. Williams on a 4th and 1 instead of Bentley. That could have changed it around too. The game is tied at that point. But yeah, my offense struggled all night, and there's been times this year where my offense struggled quite a bit. I was kind of like a false number 1 seed if you look at it. I mean, the team was okay. The point differential wasn't great. You probably have all the statistics there, Anthony. I wasn't dominant by any means, despite the record. Won a lot of close games.
And despite shutting me out 24-0.
Well,
but again, that was a fluke. And that one, the reason why I picked Lawrence is because he has such a weak pass blocking. I thought I could always have that hammer there to shoot, to blitz the heck out of him and get some sacks. I didn't get that many tonight because he was able to use, while I was struggling on first down, he was hitting the hole +8, +7, +6, setting himself up for 2nd and short, 3rd and short, which works perfectly for his offense. We've talked about it before. This rule set's tough to maintain long drives. But if you do good on first downs and you set yourself up, you can do it. So.
And I was kind of going all out. I was kind of playing like you in a way, I was kind of sorry to miss that 4th down on my 36 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, if I'm going to beat Dennis, I have to be bold. I have to take some chances. I can't be too conservative.
Dennis, you talk about your success during the year. I mean, the success I think was driven mostly by your coaching. Honestly, you led the league in guessed right, guessed wrong margin, plus 8 points. But we'll be able to check the Strat report because there's only one game here. I don't think that was the case this game. I think it certainly appeared watching it that Lawrence, you just call it a superb game. Superb game.
I agree.
On defense.
That's what it takes to beat Dennis, though. Yeah. So. And
therefore, Dennis, the main advantage you had all season long was wiped away by a really strong coach.
Yeah, and I thought that he weathered the storm in that first quarter where he had a couple turnovers or turnover that put him down 2 scores. And then I had my bad luck where I got in a matter of a minute or two, I gave up a touchdown and then an interception and set up another touchdown. So I should have been way more aggressive after I got the ball back. I was kind of content to take a field goal there. That kind of thinking can get you in trouble. So yeah, definitely being bold is the way to go. And even on that last drive, I kept worrying about calling run and getting burnt by Flipper. That was in the back of my mind because of that first half hit on the long gain. So too much pass call and great job on Lawrence calling defense. And my defense and my offense wasn't that great. I mean, that you saw what you can do to it. You can really tie it up in knots if you make the right calls.
Well, I was looking at your stat. I mean, obviously you have the really good guest run or the must run, but you didn't hit as many of those today. But I noticed, like, when I was looking at the stats for the season, you had under 50% pass completion rate, and you didn't throw too much to the flats. So I was trying to, of course, you did here and there, and I couldn't like abandon it, but I felt like, I was hoping that, Pete would just not have one of his better games. And there's like sometimes a vulnerability with his pass complete ratio.
Yeah, and I think you saw that tonight with just the way how tough it was to move the ball. I mean, in general. So I don't think he had a very good completion percentage tonight either, probably in the 40s or 30s.
It was 40, yeah, 40.
Yeah.
Although it was funny on that fourth down, after you got the double team long pass, then you had that 4th and 4, and it was a must run, got 5 yards on that.
Yeah,
So
if
just
you-
barely.
If you had guessed wrong on that, it would have worked better for you.
It would have been
So.
complete. Yeah, I thought you were going
Yeah.
to guess run there. I thought for that exact reason you were going to guess run there, Lawrence. And
Yeah, I thought about that because I think even the first game I was shadowing him sometimes, hoping to like drop that must run bit down. But it's just that if I don't hit on that, if I hit on the wrong part, though, it's kind of vulnerable. But yeah, it's tough playing that kind of quarterback when you almost can sometimes do better by guessing the wrong side of it. So
scroll down a little bit. What was Emmett? What did he average? Like 3 point
1.5.
It was not good. I mean, a lot of, even when I was guessed wrong, I would get on the defensive card, man in zone -2, or defensive end, whatever. I was getting stuff. And I was landing a lot on the D card.
In the 40s. In the 40s, guessed right though. I mean, it was a high number guessed right.
It was
extraordinary.
It was
guessed right.
And
a couple keys.
Right. Not necessarily keys, but I ran draws when he guessed wrong.
Right.
So.
Yep. Well, great game, Lawrence. You advance. Too early to. You're the number 3 seed. So if Ron wins, then he would have the choice in the next round. But you can sit back and enjoy the rest of these games.
Yeah,
and you guys see, I don't win every time.
Just about. This is like, I mean, there's probably like going to be like a earthquake or tsunami or something with you losing. It's like, against Mother Nature.
Nah.
Michael Stucci's probably very happy right now. He seems to enjoy your losses, Dennis, as much as you guys seem to be friends. He thinks that you're gonna. It's a fait accompli that you're gonna come away with the championship. So
it's super.
Will shock him.
You definitely need some luck and rolls to beat Dennis, but I mean those victories are few and far between. So when they come, they're appreciated.
Nice.
Sure. All right. Any other thoughts, guys?
Well deserved.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thanks for staying up late and calling the game too. I appreciate that, Anthony.
Yeah, thank you. That's awfully nice of you.
Sure thing. Happy to. Glad I did. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up. It's a Waimea win in the first round of the Summer Sprint playoffs. We will see you on the broadcast throughout the weekend.
All right. Thanks.
So
bye, guys.